the red flags that your inner self are literally waving at you. It's like it's like a signal. It's like, hello, we are here. Hello, my beautiful collective. It is Kai, and we are here with another video. So disclaimer, once again, this is based on my own experience. I'm not here trying to tell you what to do or what works best for you. So please use your own discernment when consuming my content, any content in general. Let me just, give me a sec, because I really, okay. It's just so hot here and my AC broke. So I wanted to get the better lighting from my beautiful mirror that I got. Okay, a little better. So, literally, you're actively signaling to yourself when, you know how they say like, oh, notice the red flags. And I'm like, but I don't notice the red flags because I don't know where this person is coming from or what their intentions are. And of course, you know, I could ask, but truly everyone only has as much space as they're willing to provide or capable or have the depths to provide. I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even going to go in that direction. But what I mean, and this is so fucking key, and I really was just like, I need to share this because I recognized that was me literally waving my own red flag to me and being like, oh, I'm getting passive aggressive, for example. And I'm like, how do I even, I'm having this reckoning with myself where I'm like, oh shit, my body's been telling me, my mind, my heart has been telling me. And it's like one of my biggest, like, I guess you could say just turn of the tides was I want to intentionalize my space so that I'm remaining soft. So that I'm remaining soft and within my sovereignty and my femininity and in whatever forms that comes in. That's been this whole journey of like continuing to embody my feminine and honor my sacred masculine. So addressing the things that maybe that I was taught that don't align with me. Understanding that I can continue to move forth in a way that's unique to me. We are not the same, but we are connected. That oneness doesn't like completely negate who you are as an individual. It allows you to connect with people who are meant for you. I remember in a lot of my past videos, I was saying like, I don't take advice from people whose lives I wouldn't live. But then what about those people who you look at and you're like, oh, I really admire that about them. I really respect them. And I'm curious, like, what kind of mindset they're at. And so I actually decided to take a friend's advice. And this is probably like one of the first times in a long time, maybe, that I've actually listened to someone outside of me where I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm not going to do it exactly in the way that they worded it. And that's where I'm, you know, maintaining my own personal sovereignty. Also, I do apologize. I am feeling a little bit like heated, like physically, just because it's so hot. But I still wanted to get this video out to you. So guys, that whole thing where literally your body is telling you, it's like, hello. My sound bowl just went off from my fucking voice. Like literally, wait. Oh my god, I fucking love that. I'm like instantly feeling cooled down. It's funny because the feminine is so fluid. We move in ways in which it just doesn't make sense, okay? It just doesn't need to make sense because it makes sense even though it doesn't need to make sense and it doesn't have anything that describes how it makes sense, but it just makes sense. And I'm just like, oh shit, I can create whatever the fuck I want. I can interact with whatever I want. And it's not like, oh, like, let's flippantly do whatever the fuck we want. No, it's like, no, I can be kind, I can be caring, I can be compassionate, I can be silent, I can go into solitude, I can connect with the universe, I can go out into the world, I can stay at home and rest, I can be like soft and calm and not so aggressive, I can like soften myself, I can move fluidly, I can be like such a positive experience with me. No matter how other people respond, no matter what's happening in the world. Like, literally, my AC broke, right? I could have totally gotten so frustrated and mad and like, but I was just like, oh no, I'm just gonna figure it out. And it just kept getting delayed. And it's such a new way of living, right? It takes that time with yourself to acclimate to that. If you really want to change, allow yourself to move through your own process and progress. Don't rush that. Don't rush that. And it's crazy because we live in this whole like constructed, systematic like world. And then at the same time, the moment that you detach from that, those things that aren't that important to you, the things that are important to you, your values, your morals, to not suppress or oppress your own self, your self-sovereignty. And I was recognizing that, oh my God, I was literally waving the red flag. And I was like, hello, is anybody out there? Are you gonna see? Like, literally. And I was just like, after that conversation with my friend, I was like, wait. I felt so calm after hanging out with this person. And then I just recognized like, oh, jeez, it's so 반대, which just means like the parallel almost in English of what I was experiencing. And I highly recommend looking into your matrix destiny. So if you want to do that, go ahead. But truly, it really just resonated with me. And I was just like, bruh, this is crazy. This is just verbalizing everything. That's the thing though. Anything outside of yourself is just confirming this information, not because we know all, but because we can continue to understand to different levels every single time, whether it's verbiage, whether it's expression, whether it's silence, whether it's body language, whether it's spiritual enactment, whether it's letting go, and whether it's different perspectives, it's all here. And so that's why when it's like outside of me, I'm like, actually, I don't know that for sure. And I was sharing with my friend, like, I really don't like jumping to conclusions and making assumptions because I don't have that information. It's not like consented. It's not consensual if I'm just making all of these assumptions about this person, if you really think about it like that, Because as a feminine entity who presents as the feminine entity and identifies with it, that is such a construct. That is such a way that people try to commune with me, where they assume because of the way that I am like such a perfect example is the way that I dress, making assumptions of who I am and my character based on my physical representation, when in reality it's just the embodiment that exudes more naturally so that I can express and be more at peace and enjoy my own self and love my own self. Oh, I really hope this video brought some form of a different verbalization of an expression that maybe you align with, because truly I was just like so awakened by that. I was like, oh my God, I was literally, my red flags, mine, were going off, getting passive aggressive, taking things personal, like being prideful, like shutting down. And like, of course, you can like also define that as like trauma responses or whatever triggers. But truly, like, I was literally like, that to me is a red flag. When someone gets passive aggressive with me, when someone gives me the silent treatment, when like there's just like this confusion that happens within me. It has nothing to do with this, like it doesn't have anything to do with this external person. And of course, there are karmic people that come through my life and I understand these things. It's the letting go aspect. And I'm still like training my mind actively. I'm a person, okay? I have desires. There are things that I want, but I don't need them. I'm literally practicing this so that I can show myself that I am sovereign, even in relationships. That's such a big wound that I've had. Of course, you can call it father wound, mother wound, abandonment wound, or just like past life wounds and karmic ties, whatever you want to, like, it's like, you know what I mean? It's so fucking like, there's so many different ways in which we can see things. So the way that I'm now focusing on it is like, oh my God, through the like vicarious living in which I'm inspired, encouraged, and therefore continue to empower myself to be this feminine divine where I'm soft and receptive and I am intuitive and I'm flowing in whatever ways that presents in me, not attaching that to this outside person. And then now it's kind of like, okay, what can I work with here? Because I genuinely don't believe that being in a relationship where you're like nagging at this person to change and be different is healthy. And I know that a lot of us are like hearing that and you're just like, well, duh. But there's just so many instances where I see something or hear something and I'm like, it's about compatibility. It's not just about your emotions, it's about compatibility and consistency and faith and trust and like building the connection and moving through challenges together because you're working together. That's what, to me, communion is that we're cooperating with each other. We're not contradicting or complacent or compromising. We're cooperating, coexisting, we're co-creating together. That is literally like, you know what I mean? Bro, I'm like, even as I talk about this, I'm just like, wow, I can build strength from this. Even when I feel rejected. Even when I feel rejected. They might not actually have rejected me verbally, but when I feel a certain way, it's to trust how I feel and to acknowledge and validate my own experience. Feeling like you need to change for someone else. No, I will change for me, but naturally it will happen. Literally. It's that awareness. It's that not rushing the process. It's not pushing yourself to stress your body, mind, heart out. It's so that you can relax and you can rest and recuperate and regenerate and recalibrate and rebirth yourself. Think about that. Birthing in itself. Okay, that is the video. Thank you so much for letting me speak. Truly, I was very passionate about bringing that forth. So I appreciate you listening to me and allowing me the space, truly. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being alive. And I'm sending you guys so much love and support on your own spiritual journey. Bye, collective.